Hello viewers of Sounding Board, and today we're going to talk about the micro action playset Tarzan, the Epic Adventures. This one here is based off of the John Carter of Mars series, actually, other than they incorporate Tarzan into this micro set. Everything else in this playset is basically based off of the stories of Barsoom. And it has John Carter, his ship. Somewhere in here was the nine-legged dog. I don't remember where it is. I think it's underneath this. I was looking over before this, and basically this playset is all Barsoom. It's John Carter of Mars. This one's the Valley of Bantu. There it is, the dog. Actually, it's 10-legged. Sorry about that. And so this one is like basically it's following in the trend like the Mighty Max or the Action Fleet of Galoob or Mighty Max. I forget who did that Kodak figure. But these were all done in 1995. And you have, each one has a special badge, which basically is a color coordination to the other micro sets. This one here is, like I said, the Valley of Bantu. The other one is the Temple of Maha and Treasure of the Lost City. I'm not really planning to open this because I'm not a big collector of these little micro machine characters. So I kind of want to, I'm just showing it off and talking about it a little. Like here's the Treasure of the Lost City, the Temple of Maha, which is part of the Earth's Core series, and this is the Jungle series, which is basically based off of Tarzan. This one doesn't even have the character that these stories are based on. You know, the Earth's Core stories, which is a female lead. Actually, I'm not remembering Edgar Rice Burroughs' name of that female character right now. And then here's John Carter of Mars, the other character that's very well known of Edgar Rice Burroughs. And if you're a John Carter Mars fan, this is kind of which I am. Once I looked it over, I realized this is basically a micro machine set of John Carter of Mars. And John Carter of Mars doesn't have many toys, or had many toys, on the shelf. And that's what makes this kind of cool to get. You know, he has a few action figures based on characters of his line and his series in the Tarzan line. But mainly it incorporates all the characters from the Tarzan series. And so, yeah, like I said, this is really a cool set to have because I've read some of John Carter and I've read some of his Marvel comics, which I enjoy. Actually, the last one I read was wrote by Chris Claremont, actually. But it's kind of sad that they didn't have John Carter's forum friend or his wife in the set. Instead, they placed Tarzan in it, and just to keep it thematic as Tarzan, Valley of the Bantu, when it should have been John Carter and the Valley of the Bantu. But who can complain? And plus, I don't think a lot of people, when they glanced the toy aisles, they didn't look at it carefully and realize this is a John Carter of Mars toy. And so it got lost in the shuffle of toys just choking up the shelves. Peg warmers, as it would be called. Trendmaster was notorious for producing tons and tons of peg warmers. They sounded good before you actually seen what they actually gave you as the final product, which was usually half-ass, and it didn't feel like it was finished. And because it wasn't finished, they rushed it out to get it to market, and so you had all these rough, unfinished toys being sold next to toys that are actually refined, like Toy Biz. And so basically you had these really stiff figures that had maybe one or two joints of movement, and they were made in a solid action pose. And I'll save talking about that for another video, but for now, did you like these kind of toy play sets? Did you think they were kind of cool? Or did you find them kind of lame when you were a child? Let us know in the comments. But until next time, this is the Sounding Board, signing off.